Well, there we have it. Fagin?
WS, it's good that you're here. Did you get my message?
Indeed.
I need your help.
Did someone get upset that you were following him, sniffing after a scandal?
No, I've gotten used to that already. This is something bigger.
What is it?
Have you heard what happened at Vienna Station?
No.
There was an attack. Bloody and brazen. Several dead. All of them civilians, it seems. A new group of fanatics have taken credit for the assassination. They call themselves Lechites. The Russians have put Zhukov himself on the case. I want to write about it. The truth. But I need help.
What did I do to earn such trust?
I liked how you handled the case of the Krajewskis and Pietia Alexandrovich. There is no one in Warsaw more suitable for what I am about to propose to you.
You flatter me.
Enough to get you interested in this case?
I've never written an article. How can I help?
I'll handle the writing, you focus on finding these Lechites. I want to eliminate the possibility of this being a Russian provocation. I'll interview them. What do you make of this?
Zhukov, is he that famous investigator?
They say he's amazing and very effective. If the Ruskies have got him on this case, it must be the top priority. Anything else?
I wouldn't be so sure the censors would allow you to print something like this.
I don't write exclusively for state-run newspapers. Have you ever heard anything about Kimichits?
I haven't. I only know the character from the book by Sienkiewicz. It's nothing special.
This is my pseudonym for a certain underground publication. I'll admit that I am rather well known in patriotic circles as Kimichits.
Congratulations.
Keep asking.
Who are those Lechites?
Nobody knows. They've shown up in Warsaw only recently. This is the first attack they've taken credit for. That's why I want to reach out and talk to them. Anything else?
Who died in this attack?
That's what's suspicious. Nobody knows. The list of victims has been classified, but I know that they're most likely civilians, random people, Poles. The Lechites fancy themselves patriots, and look what we have here.
That's enough for me to start with.
So you agree?
Yes. Maybe I'll reach out to Uncle.
Good idea, because you need a pass to access the attack site. They won't just let anyone in. No offense. Do you ever see Wanda?
Perhaps I should speak to her.
Wonderful. Fine. And when you happen to stumble across a Lechite, don't forget to call me. It's a Śródmieście number, 3490. I'm also leaving you their manifesto. I just want to talk to them and write an honest article about them, in Polish.
Is that captain's staff too?
You bet. He stirs the beer with his tail. What can I get you?
Yes, one donut, please.
Even if I had any, I wouldn't recommend them.
But I heard I was supposed to order a donut. Here.
It's all right, Yannick. I know him. I was hoping we'd run into each other again, and here you are.
Can we speak in private?
Come on.
Don't move a muscle.
Michal, this is Victor.
It looks like I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Lower the gun, and we can call it quits.
You can leave us. Come, Victor. Tell me what brings you here.
What do you know about the Lehites, the new stars of the revolution?
You're asking me because you thought that was your best bet?
I don't know much about your struggle. I came to ask experts.
Don't be so smart.
What do you think about their manifesto?
They only did it for recognition. Pathetic, amateurish methods of getting attention. I despise them all. But maybe you can help the lady. Do you know where to find them?
Sadly, no. I'm trying to figure it out.
Just don't forget to come and tell me. I'll gladly sort them out myself.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
May I have a moment of your time, Uncle?
Your timing couldn't be worse. I'm swamped with work. This attack at the railway station has the highest priority now.
That's what I've come to talk to you about.
First of all, keep your voice down. Secondly, I won't tell you anything because I'm not allowed to say anything. And third, are you involved with this in any way?
I thought I could help. As a Thaumaturge.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to help you, dear boy. You've helped enough already. You've helped me, Petya, and the Krajewskis. All I can do now is make a dramatic exit and leave you alone here. With all these papers, passes, and official stamps. I'm in a hurry, lad. I'd rather you not be here when I return.
I know. I'm his nephew. I'll wait here. It would be a sin not to make use of it. Might I take a moment of your time? Detective Zukov, right?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't call you an idiot.
I'm trying to stay ahead of the facts. I want to save us both time, which is why I decided to warn you. I'm listening.
I think I could...
Help with finding the attackers? I know. Yes, for the love of God. Just don't ask me how I figured it out. I requested a Thaumaturge myself, but it will be at least a week before he arrives in Warsaw.
So, you're stuck with me.
Let's get to the point then. I trust you will share your knowledge with me. When you manage to locate the Lekites, be so kind as to come back to me.
Of course.
Please tell me, why does this matter concern you?
My interest in this is of a private nature. As a Thaumaturge, I try to prove to myself and others how effective I can be.
I understand your point of view perfectly. Is there anything else?
Have you learned the identities of the victims from Vienna Station?
The station is virtually impossible to examine during such a short period of time. At least for Warsaw investigators anyway. And it looks like all the victims were random people. Perhaps some things will clear up once we're allowed to talk to the injured witnesses. I'm waiting for a call regarding this matter.
So, there are survivors.
I've already said too much.
Meeting you was a most interesting experience.
Let's do this again when you find the Lekites.
Detective.
I'll admit I...
Excuse me. Could I interrupt you for a moment?
I'm with a patient. What do you want?
I'm investigating the attack. and I need to ask you a few questions.
What agency are you with?
Hello?
What is it this time, and where are my things? Give me back my clothes already so I can get out of here. Unless you want to shove a thermometer up my ass again, let's have it then, because I'm drowsy. And morphine. I'm in pain. Are you even a doctor?
You could say I'm a doctor of souls.
Like a priest?
Is there something you wish to confess?
You're no doctor. What the fuck do you want?
Well then, how are you feeling?
Sleepy. You're boring me.
Can you tell me anything about the attack? Do you remember what happened then?
I don't remember. And I won't say. Even if it costs me my life.
I'll leave you alone, for now. It's me again. Please, believe me when I say my intentions are good, and consider the fact that I'm a Thaumaturge.
As a wizard, you should know at least one magic spell.
Lady, please, I'm begging you. I'll only take a moment of your time.
Yes, sir.
What do you think she was doing at the station?
I can surmise that she and her mother had either just arrived or were about to depart. Stefania Lipnitska. All I know is that she died in the attack.
How's the young patient doing?
She finally fell asleep and is a lot calmer now. But unfortunately, we couldn't save her eyesight. For a while after the operation, she would cry out for her mother and her teddy bear. The last thing she saw was her mother's death. What else would you like to know?
Maybe I'll return later.
What now? I beg your pardon. Is this the way to the platform?
Niet, no entry. Tishto, nie słyszał what happened here.
My mind, no. What happened?
There was an attack. Dead bodies. Further niet.
What attack are you talking about?
The Lahite's terrorists. They planted a bomb, dead bodies went flying all over the station. Wchodzi niet i nie budzieć.
Maybe we can work something out.
No way! There's an investigation in progress. Detective Zukov himself is supposed to visit here today.
No. There's this one.
Stop!
The overwhelming desire to prove yourself to your idol consumes you. You would do anything to impress him. Zukov is an exceptional and shrewd investigator. How can you be sure that he hasn't arrived yet? Maybe he's standing in front of you right now.
I was told you were an exceptional detective. Please, have a look around.
Spasibo. Let's take a look around.
Detective, are you leaving? Can you at least give me some advice? I would like to be as effective and admired as you one day.
Looking for a recipe for success. It's old, ancient knowledge. I'll reveal my secret to you, because I see your potential.
You do?
Well, it is conscientiousness. 100-fold. Or as I like to call it, 10,000 hours.
But...
Good luck, and remember, I wasn't here.
What now?
I know the station is your doing, Lehite.
I don't know what you're talking about. How about that morphine then?
Well then.
Sleepy.
I'm glad I caught you. I see you feeling better.
Well, it seems I'm a lucky guy. What is it?
Why won't you open up to me? After all, you want to send a message to the entire world. You want everyone to hear about you, to admire you. Do you know who Kmicic is? He's eager to write about you. In Polish. For a Polish underground newspaper. About the heroes of the self-proclaimed struggle against the occupiers.
What are you on about? Do you know Kmicic personally?
Yes, he can't wait.
Is that so? Well, I might be able to tell it to some people, and some people will give you our answer.
Where and when can we meet?
Calm down, magician. We'll reach out to you.
Do you live around here, miss? Do you live around here, miss?
I won't be long. I'm just here to see...
For God's sake, young master, what is the meaning of this?
This is the message I've been waiting for.
Telephones exist. I'd better sweep it up before the young miss sees it, and then I'll call a glassworker.
I won't tell her. It'll be our little secret.
Indeed, exactly. Over here, young master!
Such ladies.
The things people come up with. Please connect me with Fagin, the editor. Śródmieście 3490. Yes, I'll hold. Thank you.
Hello?
It's me, WS.
Have you learned anything?
They reached out. We're supposed to meet in Powiśle near the market. They'll have a carriage waiting.
I'm on my way.
And I'll think about whether I should notify somebody else.
Well, look here, miss. Speak of the devil.
Mr. Shulsky.
The young lady was telling me about you. I had no idea you could do such things. You never told me you could do spells and such. Shall I bring you some tea?
What is it that Miss Cecilia told you about me?
How you conjured up a stolen book and the impression it made. Apparently, it's all anyone can talk about these days. We simply cannot wait for the next performance.
So, what about that tea?
Gladly. Miss Cecilia might take a while to explain things.
I'll be back in a minute.
We're alone.
I see you couldn't wait to see me again, miss.
I'm not even trying to hide it.
Ah.
However, I'm afraid I come to you with an unpleasant matter. Dickstein asked me to contact you regarding a certain matter. Well, alright. Maybe it was me who asked him. The university has been operating in secrecy for years, and suddenly, one of ours was arrested. It seems suspicious to me, as if someone betrayed him. I figured that nobody would solve this case faster than a Thaumaturge.
Does this mean you would like me to find the traitor?
All I ask is that you go to Dickstein's.
Should I be concerned for my sister's safety?
She's a frequent speaker and she aids us financially. If the arrests don't cease, someone will eventually betray us. So, I'd say yes, we're all in danger.
I'll handle it. I'll go to Dickstein's as soon as possible.
Thank you. Here's his business card. I won't take up any more of your time. Although, I'll admit I wouldn't mind wasting some of mine in your company.
I promise to keep that in mind. Goodbye, young lady.
See you.
She arrived and was gone in a flash. Didn't even stay for tea. I hope I didn't make some kind of gaffe by letting the young lady in.
No. Everything is fine, Grażynka.
She had such kind eyes, and she was giving you a rather telling look, too. I'm not implying anything.
Thank you, Grażynka.
Tell me what brings you here.
The Lehites.
What about them? Have you found out what den they're staying in?
They seek a meeting, but on their own terms. They said they would send a coach for me to Powiśle.
A pathetic ploy. Don't worry, I'll be there. I'll keep an eye on you.
I'll be off now.
Too bad. Stay out of trouble, wizard.
Have you been waiting long?
I'm a journalist. I can be patient when I know I'll be rewarded for it.
I see that the carriage hasn't arrived yet.
I'm sure they're watching us. Patience. Tell me what you have for me before they get here.
I have information for you that may prove useful during the interview.
Let's start with how you convinced the Lahites to reach out.
It wasn't difficult. I tracked down the attacker. Christian Krull survived the explosion of his own bomb. He was lying in Praga hospital and is fanatically devoted to the cause.
Not bad. And the culprit was right under Zhukov's nose all this time. Is there anything else?
I renewed my contact with the socialists.
Well, well. How often do you see Vanda?
They want to be as far away from the Lehites as possible, and even go so far as to treat them with hostility.
I like this dichotomy. A common goal and yet a moral challenge. I would very much like to hear the other side's version. You're doing fine. What else?
Izabela Lipnicka, Stefania's little daughter, is at Praga hospital. She lost her eyesight due to the attack.
And you probably want to suggest that I not mention her in the article.
Your conscience, your choice. This is everything I've been able to find.
Incredible. We must work together more often.
Does your conscience bother you sometimes because of the things you write?
Never, if what I write is the truth. A lot when I write to please the censors in the Courier.
What exactly do you intend to write about the Lehites?
I told you, the truth. I want to know if they're Polish patriots who made a mistake, or if they're Russian provocateurs who want to destroy the socialists. Or if they're just a bunch of lunatics.
I think that's for us.
Fine, let's not keep them waiting. Finally.
So, this is the famous Kimichits, the herald of the revolution. We have a lot in common.
That remains to be seen.
And this must be Mr. Shulsky. Strange company for a socialist.
We didn't meet here to point out class differences.
You will be the first to bring the testimony of the Lahites to the polls. You will be famous.
What did you want to achieve with this attack?
To sow fear in imperialistic hearts. To show what fate awaits those who betray Poland.
Innocent bystanders died there, not traitors. They had families. They were on a journey from which they would never return.
WS. Your victims were all Poles. Doesn't that conflict with your postulations?
Please, don't twist our intentions.
What are the biggest differences between you and the socialists? Because a trusted source tells me that they have a decidedly negative view of your organization.
Socialism is our biggest difference, sir.
I wonder who it is.
What's going on here? This interview's over. The police!
No, we didn't come here to arrest you. This will be an execution.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with, miss.
But I know that they'll be fishing your body from the Vistula tomorrow. You'll serve as an example to others.
What took you so long?
You set us up, you son of a Ruski bitch!
grateful and all, but why didn't you bother telling me you intended to bring the socialists here?
There was no time in all this journalistic rush.
Can we speak outside? I can't stay long. The police and the military will be here soon.
What do you intend to do about those fanatics?
This particular Hydra needs to have only one of its heads cut off. The rest will either kill or betray each other, or hide in fear.
We'll see.
Miss Vonda, how about a brief comment for the press? The Polish press.
I promise to give you something to write about, Fagin.
Tell me, WS, in what words would you like to be described?
Superlatives alone, editor. As long as you don't write WS.
Who knows? Maybe it's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I don't think so.
Victor, tell me, does the blood on the pavement by the entrance really stand out?
I didn't notice anything.
Attaboy. Listen, we've got a job coming our way, just like in the good old days. You, me, and beating up some thugs. Interested? I know you are.
Tell me, what kind of action have you got coming up?
There's this guy, Kafar, from Ruzhitz. The bastard thinks he can mess with the left bank. He and his people seized one of mine, Max. Said he owed them. He got away, but there's still bad blood. I thought I might explain a thing or two to Kafar. So, shall we go there?
You have my grimoire.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. Come on, let's show Kafar we mean business. I won't have anyone going after my people for some imaginary debts. Look how beautiful it is. The babble of fishwives, the cursing of longshoremen, and there, marshmallows are being cut on a chopping block. Oh, and there my dad used to have a stall. Well, never mind. Where do we find that wise guy?
There, in a shack in the southeast. His people usually stand by the entrance.
Let's go then. But you go with the ships and lock Ruzhitz so that Kafar knows this is serious. And so that none of those bastards get away.
I can't let you stick your neck out for me, boss.
Not just me. It won't be the first time we beat on some knaves with Victor.
We have some experience in getting rid of wicked men, and bigger ones too.
Loan sharks. The whole town was in Mieszko Setsemin's pocket. Everyone was afraid to look him in the eyes. But not me, and not Victor. We rid Warsaw of that scumbag. So don't you worry. Kafar is a piece of cake for us. Go on, close the gates.
On it, boss.
Today, my dear Victor, we will embark on a sentimental journey. A long, long time ago in the Mermaid City lived a brute, the leader of 40 grafters, keeping order at Ruzhitz.
Let me guess. We are the righteous warriors who will teach him a lesson, right?
You know it. We are some helpful bastards, aren't we?
You seem to be in awfully good mood.
Well, sure. It's just like the old days, isn't it? You and me against the world. Old pals pledged their loyalty, their voices like a sling projectile. Besides, the Ruzhitz lads are really fun to smack around. Oh wait, speak of the devil. Here they are. Let the fun begin.
What do you think you're doing? Closing the gates, kicking up a shindy? You shouldn't show up here, Nijits.
Yes, I know. You're intimidated by the sight of an intellectual. Victor, it's time to write the first chapter of today's tale on these ruddy mugs. I will call it The Pilgrim and the Poet came. Oh, Victor, that was truly exquisite. Can you smell the aroma of Madeleine wafting through the air? When you smacked the tallest one, I almost shed a tear.
And this is just chapter 1. Time for chapter 2?
Sure thing. And we can do anything we want in it. It just has to end with us paying Kafar a visit. After all, I'm on official business here. This is our time, Victor. And time is like a little partridge, running fast as fuck. We need to take advantage of that. Follow me. One scum queen awaits in a tower.
Lead the way.
Hold on, scumbags! I'm talking to you.
What did we do to deserve that kind of treatment from the authorities?
Authorities? What authority? He's just a corrupt copper.
You must have a death wish, you lice-ridden mongrel.
Lovely. Another one to be made into mincemeat. Let's go, Victor. Although, upon careful consideration, the process won't help much in this case.
Oi, let me just... Get out of here, bastards!
Unfortunately, that's impossible. You see, my friend and I have embarked on a sentimental journey.
That's right. It takes us to our old stamping grounds. And we're having fun, just like we did in our childhood days.
That crap makes my ears bleed.
Let's not waste words, Victor. It's time to do the laundry. Chapter 2, The Pilgrim and the Poet Song.
something odd nearby.
What are you joshing for? Niedzits, this ain't your turf. Why the hell did you come here raising a stink?
Get out of our way, plebeian.
Wait, Abauritse. Take a look at him. Doesn't he look like...
Samson the Thug! The same beady eyes are straying in search of reason.
What did you say?
You look like a hothead from way back who stood in our way. Shall we do the same as we did with the other one?
We're from the Franciscan Sisters to see the Honorable Mr. Kafar, whose generosity is widely known on both sides of the Vistula. We're collecting money for a wooden figure of Christ by the puppet maker Geppetto. We're going to raise money together once his oak limbs come to life.
What? Is there such a puppet maker?
Fuck, I can't keep my countenance like I used to. You can't talk to this idiot.
I'll get you for this.
Kafar, you fucker.
Niedzits, you snitch. You always drop in unannounced.
Did you hear that? A loan shark calls me a snitch? The scumbag. Next time, I'll send you a note. I want you to stay the fuck away from my people, especially Max.
And what are you going to do? I've got a reputation here. You'd best shut your trap and bark up a different tree.
He's going to get his trap smacked. Let's get him.
Fine, let's try your way.
Like in the good old days.
Aren't you a jumpy little rooster? You've got nothing on me, and Max has got to give me what he owes.
All right, have it your way. Victor and I will be going now.
Really?
Fuck no. And now say goodbye to your teeth, darling. Chapter 3. The Pilgrim and the Poet conquered.
Just get the fuck out.
Say hello to Setsemin in hell.
There. Let the story come full circle.
Say hello to Setsemin in hell.
Who?
Look, Kafar left us some aquavita.
Then get it and let's get out of here.
Let's go. We've earned ourselves a high-grade epilogue. Well, this is what I call a happy ending. We beat up a few thugs, and we taught them a lesson. Well, if that was an evil deed, then the Tsarist government would have arranged Warsaw differently. The Lone Shark is defeated, and justice prevails eventually. What a grand time. I had a ball. How about you?
Likewise.
You better tell me why it was my dad who swung for it, not us. Honestly. We came back, Stanisław took you into his office for questioning, and then what?
Father never raised his voice. I wished he had screamed and been mad at the time, but all he did was talk. From time to time, Balberit would show up and look at me. I thought I would die that day. Then I heard your father would answer for the Lone Shark's death, and you and I would get away with it. Stanisław told me to pack and take this gun with me, to remind me that it wasn't just the Lone Shark who lost his life that day.
Right. My dad would rot in jail, and yours had to sell antiques.
You don't know everything. My father was forced to let one rat inside his home. Ivan Konieczkin.
No shit. Satanisław snitched to the Ochrana? That's tough. Do you think your old man was right to expel you?
Now I understand that he mostly wanted to protect me and Ligia. There was nothing I could do about the choice he made.
Fuck. He made a choice for me and my dad, too.
Do you think your father would rather have had you go to jail?
No. I can see what you mean. Even a bastard like Satanisław would protect his children at any cost. Never mind. Each of us had his share of suffering. And now, we're here drinking vodka as winners. Kings of life, lords of death.
So is this the last page of our story?
No way. To be continued. And everyone in Warsaw is emptying their wallets because they have to know how all this ruckus will end. Victor, what do you think about me? Really?
I think you're my friend.
What? You still trust me even after I had you kidnapped? Are you an idiot? I'm kidding. I'd follow you into a fire, brother. But don't tell it to my lads or they'll get jealous. But enough talking for now. Let's drink. To friendship, Victor. To being squared up.